It makes a lot more sense once I've
Warning. The following black and white video film tape footage is a recreation of fictional events adapted to visually represent a true factual occurrence that took place over a slightly longer period of time, but it's way easier to just show it like it happened in one sitting so you can understand where I am coming from to set up the story I am trying to tell you, so just suspend your disbelief and go along with it. Circa the year 2000 XX, copyright pending, CC Incorporated, MBX Films, no cash value, rated T for teen.
Spinfighters, yeah. Power Ranger, Power Ranger, yeah. What else? What else did they make? What else? Oh, Japan. Made them in Japan. So many different ones in Japan. Different launcher, different shows, different characters. So many more. Amazing. Charabobatti. So cool. What's Rockman? Megaman. I want that. Hello, I'm Brent, and I'm a collector of things. Collectibles, action figures, things of movies and TV shows and all sorts of stupid things, really. One strange thing I collect is Spinfighters. If you don't know what they are, they're just metal tops, and you just launch them and they kind of have a little spat clanking together, and whichever one is left standing is the winner. It's kind of a game, kind of a toy, a collectible. If you had them growing up, like I did, you probably just have them in a box somewhere, like I had them, stored away. I got mine out and I just kind of thought, I wonder if there was more of these. Just kind of searched around. There's definitely more. And I thought I kind of wanted to complete my set because they looked cool, you know? I mean, I thought maybe I could make a display, have them all lined up. I made a quick little video of them just kind of doing a little tournament, fighting them out. That led me to collecting the missing ones from my collection. But then I kind of went down the rabbit hole of what else there was out there. So just looking for the other ones, I found the WWF, the wrestling set in the United States. There's the Street Fighter 2 set. The main set in the United States is Power Ranger set. There's quite a few of them. There's arenas, there's the most of that kind. That's what most people probably had. So those are all the US sets. I found that in Japan, since it's Bandai that makes them, it's a Japanese company, it makes sense that there's actually more characters in different sets in Japan. They don't call them Spinfighters, they call them Charakobatti. Charakobatti? Charakobatti. Basically, they mean character badges or tops or whatever. But they had all different kinds. There was so many kinds. But even after all of those, there was one name on the list that had a set I was pretty interested in, and that was Megaman, or Rockman in Japan. So I thought surely they're out there to get. I imported the Super Mario set just fine. That's an awesome set. So what we'll do is search for the Megaman Spinfighters. Found lots of sites that I can try to look at Japanese auction listings and resales and such. So let's just do a little search. I found some sites we can do this with. So. sold out. That's alright, we'll just check every day, the same sites, and till we find it. I can't find them. Megaman was the first NES game I ever even saw. On the Nintendo Entertainment System, the first Nintendo console, that was the first game I saw, period. Megaman was kind of like more of a mascot to Nintendo to me than like Mario and Zelda and all those. That's what I saw first. I didn't know anything about Capcom and companies like that. I just thought Mega Man was Nintendo. I just hunted down all the Mega Man games. Found out there was more than just the first. Saved my money. Bought used copies from the local rental store. It's a little beat up, but it's in here. A new copy was dang expensive, so. And I had the action figure from the cartoon show. We never had a channel that had the cartoon on it. I knew there was a cartoon, I'd see commercials, certainly saw the toys. I mean, for me, this was just Mega Man. I'd play with this all the time. Paint chips all over that from playing with it like crazy. I had the 3D movie maker and just make my own Mega Man cartoons of the games. All the bosses, fight them all in a row. At the time, you just had the movie maker files. You had to share the file directly, and they were big to upload back then. It's like slow internet, dial-up internet. There was no way to export it as a video file. You had to play it inside the program. So it wasn't until way later able to actually record them out of the program and upload them to YouTube. Of course, nobody watched them when I first uploaded, but that's how YouTube goes, I guess. It gets found way after the fact. It's just funny that when I was younger and making those, I would have liked to show them to people, but kinda couldn't. And now they actually have a lot of views. It's really weird. It's just something I made when I was just like really young, like playing these games. That doesn't really do anything, but it feels good. Always use a little bit of Diet Mountain Dew to wet your cartridges. Trust me, it works. Don't use regular dew. Sticky and sugary. You gotta use Diet Mountain Dew. So that's a big part of my gaming life. When I was younger as Mega Man, so when I saw those Spinfighters with Mega Man on it, from the games, from the time the games came out, Mega Man 4, Mega Man 5, you can see why I kind of want to get them. Of all the goofy themes and shows and animes and characters they put on them in Japan, just finding out they had Mega Man pictures on them, I want it. Ready to buy the Spinfighters. Where are they? I don't know. Loud. We got Japan Post today, so it's flat, so there's no Spinfighters, but let's see what it is. This is like a poster of advertising that Mega Man set of Spinfighters. Charabobatti. It's got all of them. It's got the Mega Man 4, Mega Man 5. This is just It's like special stock paper. It was the ad that they would put in the window of the store that would be selling them. So it's just an advertisement. That's all of them. That's all I got so far. I can't find the Spinfighters, but I've got the advertised poster. You know what they say is that it's better than nothing. There you got the little arena there, and then all the sets. Saying to use the red launcher. Love to find that also, but I can't find it. The other side has the Street Fighter set, which is kind of weird because the US had a Street Fighter set. It's a different set. Kind of interesting that they doubled up on that one. I'm not a Street Fighter player, so I haven't sought out that set, but that is the other side. But obviously I'm pretty interested in this side. There you have the double launcher, showing off the full set there. There's no Beat Spinfighter that I saw. This is the complete list. That's kind of weird. They put him on the poster. Well, and Eddie too. I'm gonna have to get this puppy framed. I'm 24 away from collecting them all. We got the guide, so better than nothing. They went with drawn artwork that maybe you'd only see in maybe the instruction booklet or things like that. So I would have been still hunting them if they just used the game sprites, but that's kind of cool that has their own artwork. Especially you don't see the artwork of Megaman using the abilities he steals very often, so that's a pretty interesting take also. Rush. Woof. Japan Post. Thank you very much. Customs described it as cards and stickers. Close enough. I'm not really that into Mega Man, really.
What are you playing?
Oh. It's Mega Man. Here are some of the fledgling opticals we'll be using in this video. As you can see, there's some flickering at the bottom there I'm trying to get rid of, but you'll find it to be very accurate and of the Spinfighters and their shape, and I've done it all myself on my proprietary program here.
Yes, I worked in the toy department in the early 90s. I do remember Spinfighters. Nothing really special at all, though. Now, Pogs, they got ripped into and stolen all the time. They had to be put up in a cabinet at the front of the building. As far as Power Rangers merch goes, the 3-foot dolls saw a lot more action in the aisleways. They got drop-kicked every day. The Spinfighters, I think when time came to clearance them, the store determined the cost of the clearance stickers was more than the difference to sell them, so we just tossed them in the dumpster. Especially those WWF ones. Who the heck was Ludwig Borga anyway?
Well, that was depressing. It's like the hunt to find the Mega Man Spinfighters is kind of the fun of it, but also makes me question because of the difficulty of finding nothing. Like, do I even want them still? And then I'm right back to the question of why do I even collect them? It's just confusing like that. Where are they all? I don't know. Not online to buy. That's for sure. I mean, I'd spend way more on Spinfighters if I could. I'd spend $300 to $400 a month if I could. I mean, there's just not that much product in existence, but you know, I'm not good with outside stuff. I'm getting a tan though. Can you see it? You said there was ice cream after this shoot? bring my own. If you can believe it, during World War II, actually, they all gifted us, actually. Oh? Tim? This is the worst possible time you could have called. Go away.
All he talks about lately are these Spinfighters from the 90s. They're basically spinning tops with fancy stickers. I mean, it's becoming unhealthy, and it has to be expensive. Rare imports. We're talking big money. And what's with the Megaman thing? Wait a minute. Wasn't one of the bosses from Mega Man 3 Top Man? Is there a Top Man Spin Fighter?
Actually, it makes a lot more sense once I've kind of connected the dots here, and it looks complicated, but I can explain it all. Where are they? Why can't I find them? Oh, it's pretty simple. The availability. A couple factors with that. The packaging. They weren't in this very convenient size that other Japanese Charabobatti were in. They were on these card backs, and they even had a keychain, so that might lead to the price. They may have been more expensive, less buys. This is a 100 yen set, very cheap, very affordable, small collectible. Maybe a packaged one was more expensive, I don't know. The quantity though, the sets were very big. There was 24, is a lot, so it's been hard to collect them all. The other sets, like Super Mario, were only 12 pieces, 12 different types. So between packaging, quantity, and price, you have issues that lead to other factors. If I might you show the other side of this. Considering the years that the two games came out that the Mega Man tops represent, December of 1991 and 1992, 5 being the newest, so it would have to have came out after Mega Man 5, so possibly waning popularity of Mega Man 4, and 5 perhaps not being as well received as 2 and even maybe 3. Factors, maybe less availability, less purchases because of the higher price and the previously mentioned reasons on the other side of the board. There's no themed shooter. This one came out after the Mega Man set. You can see on the poster there's just a red one. It's just a generic launcher though, so I don't know if launchers weren't prevalent enough that you wouldn't even want to buy them. You can see here the gunmetal color that they are in. That some of the American ones came in. This strand is just loose because I'm not sure if that's even relevant to the discussion at hand. So, it's maybe not. I don't know. It's something. It's a spaghetti. I don't know. So those are the factors we're looking at here. I don't know if you can see all of them, but that's what we're dealing with here. I don't know if if I'm ever gonna find. That concludes my board presentation. much better now. I think just the searching and searching for the Megaman Spinfighters and just finding absolutely nothing. It's like I couldn't even begin my collection, so it kind of drove me a little, you could say, crazy, I suppose. The doctor said so. But I finally have 2 of the Megaman Spinfighters right here to start the collection. We got Napalm Man from Mega Man 5. And we have a Megaman. That's the Super Rockbuster. So I think it's just talking about his charge shot. So that's 2. That's the start of a collection right there. There's 24 in the set. Got a start finally. And they're really beautiful. I can see why they were in that special packaging like that, because they have the prismatic print that some of them have, especially in the United States, but they also have this protective bubble over them, like the Super Mario set I got from Japan. So it's like a combination of kind of the 2 best aspects of the Spinfighters are Charabobatti. I was actually wrong. Just from looking at the pictures, I thought they were all this kind of gray, dark gunmetal color, but just Mega Man is here, and then this Robot Master is kind of a bronze. So I imagine they're all like that. All the bad are a different metal. So pretty interesting detail there. The collection begins. I have plenty of more Spinfighter stuff coming. I'm searching around for interesting sets and accessories and things from Japan, so I'm showing them all here on this channel. I've already shown quite a few interesting ones. Ideally, we'll get all the Mega Man set here eventually, and a big video on those if I can ever collect them all. I just have the 2. And the poster. I feel like we really got to the bottom of... Well, no, we didn't get to the bottom of anything, actually. I just basically came apart and did finally find what my mania was about, so... This is basically where I play Mr. Rogers here with my little display set, and I open up different collectibles and things and show them off to you, so... I had fun. Didn't you? No? Well... Alright, I'll have to add these to the collection here.